Welcome back to Blackboard English Grammar. My name is Heather. A quick review before we start today's lesson. Now, adjectives, they modify nouns and pronouns. If they modify nouns, they can be attributive or predicate. And if they are modifying a pronoun, they have to be in the predicate position. Now, there are some questions we can ask ourselves to find adjectives in a sentence. How many, which one, whose, and what kind. Of course, we have talked about the adjective order. Number 1, determiners. 2, opinions, quality, observation, adjectives. 3, measurement. 4, shape. 5, condition. 6, age. 7, color. 8, pattern. 9, origin. 10, material. 11, purpose. We have talked about attributive adjectives going right in front of the noun they modify, and sometimes they can go after postpositive. Now, predicate adjectives go behind a linking verb, and they describe the subject. Before we talk about coordinate adjectives, we're going to have to talk about conjunctions. Coordinating conjunctions: for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. And today we're going to focus on and, because and glues things together. Adjective phrase, AP. Now, we know that an adjective phrase can have an adverb of frequency modifying that adjective. And we know there can be more than one adjective, and we showed this possibility with a star. We know that an adjective phrase can be inside a noun phrase, and we call that attributive adjective. Most of the time, the attributive adjective is right in front of the noun it's modifying, but every once in a while, you're going to find it behind the noun it's modifying, and we call that postpositive attributive. Now, we do know that determiner can be in front of the adjective phrase, and we've only talked about articles so far, and, a, and the. And we know this whole entire noun phrase can be replaced by a pronoun. Verb phrase, VP. We know a transitive verb is going to have a direct object. DO, direct object. We know a stative intensive verb is going to have two options. It's going to have a subject complement, and we talked about two of those so far. Noun phrase, that is the predicate noun, or an adjective phrase known as the predicate adjective to complete the predicate. And there is a special type of verb. It has to be a dynamic intransitive verb to have nothing behind it. There's no requirement for this verb to make the predicate complete. Cumulative adjectives. Cumulative adjectives follow the order of the adjectives. The description of the noun gets more detailed. So think about it as a microscope getting closer and closer to the object. You see more details. Coordinate adjectives. When both adjectives are from the same section in the order of adjectives, separate the adjectives with a comma or with and. And this is only in the attributive position. We'll talk a little bit about the predicate position. Also, you use a comma or and for adjectives that describe the noun equally. The order of adjectives can be switched without changing the meaning. Coordinate adjectives in the predicate position must be separated by a conjunction. While in the attributive position, you have an option. You can use a comma or and. The beautiful large black dog plays. The beautiful large black is cumulative adjectives. Coordinate adjectives. The beautiful large black and yellow dog plays. The small brown dog swims. The small brown dog is the noun phrase and the subject of the sentence. The is a determiner in a definite article. Small and brown is the adjective phrase. Cumulative adjective, attributive adjective. Now, small is measurement, which is number 3 on the list. Brown is color, which is number 7 on the list. So it's following the adjective order. Now, dog is concrete, countable, singular noun, and it is a common noun. This whole noun phrase is third person singular, so we're going to add s to the verb because we are writing in simple present tense. And of course, the verb itself is dynamic and transitive, so we do not need anything else behind the verb to make this grammatically correct sentence. And declarative sentences add a period. The large young green dragon drinks the clear blue water. Now, the large young green dragon is the noun phrase and the subject of the sentence. That is a determiner and a definite article. Now, large, young, and green is the adjective phrase. Obviously, large is measurement, young is age, and green is color. So it's following the adjective order and is giving you the bigger description of the dragon. I like to look at it as a microscope, and you're getting to know more and more details about the dragon. Now, dragon, we know it is concrete, it is countable, singular, and common. Now, the subject is third person singular, so we're going to add s to the verb since we're writing in simple present tense. Now, drinks is dynamic, transitive, and an extensive verb. So this dynamic verb and its transitive, you know that there's going to be a direct object, which is the clear blue water. Now, the is, like I said before, a determiner and a definite article. Clear and blue is the adjective phrase. Even though they both are telling you the color, because remember, quality goes in front of color, and we talked about that in the last lesson. And then we have water. Well, water is an uncountable noun, concrete noun, and a common noun. And of course, we end a declarative sentence with a period. The yellow and orange monster picks the cake. So the yellow and orange monster is the noun phrase and the subject of the sentence. The is a determiner and a definite article. Yellow and orange is the adjective phrase. It is a coordinate adjective phrase, and it is an attributive adjective phrase. They are both number 7 on the list of the order of adjectives. So we have a choice to add and or a comma in between these two adjectives. I chose and, but a comma will work as well. Now, monster is concrete, it is a countable noun, it is a singular noun, and it is a common noun. Now, this whole entire noun phrase is singular third person, so we're going to add s to our verb because we're writing in simple present tense. Now, picks is a dynamic, transitive verb, and an extensive verb. So the direct object is the cake. The is a definite article and a determiner. Now, cake is an abstract, it's not abstract noun. It's a concrete noun, a countable noun, singular noun, and a common noun. Since this is a declarative sentence, we're going to add a period to the end of a sentence. He is handsome and tall. He is a personal pronoun in the subjective case. Is a stative verb and an intensive verb. So we know we're going to have a subject complement. This subject complement happens to be predicate adjective. And what do we know about predicate adjective? You must have and in between your adjectives. So, handsome and tall. Yes, they do follow the order of adjectives, but it's a predicate adjective, so we're going to have and. Remember, predicate adjectives, you cannot choose a comma. You have to choose and. And of course, since this is a declarative sentence, put a period at the end of the sentence. Time to take out your notes and let's begin. Pause the video so you can write down the notes. For practice, write 2 sentences with coordinate adjective phrases. Draw boxes around the phrases in different colors and identify the classification of the words. Now my example, the small and thin squirrels chirp daily. The is a definite article, small and thin are adjectives, attributive and coordinate, squirrels, noun, concrete, common, countable, and plural. Chirp is a verb, dynamic, intransitive, and extensive. Daily is an adverb of frequency and a definite frequency, and is a conjunction, a coordinating conjunction. Now you're going to write 2 of your own sentences, and you're going to draw different color boxes around the different types of phrases and classify each word that you write. Now, you have 2 more sentences to do with cumulative adjectives. So write 2 more sentences with cumulative adjectives. Here's my example. The cute, fluffy bunnies hide. The cute, fluffy bunnies hide. So, the is a definite article. Cute and fluffy are adjectives, attributive and cumulative. Bunnies is noun, common, concrete, countable, and plural. Hide is a verb, dynamic, and intransitive, and of course you're going to add extensive. And you're going to write 2 of your own sentences. Good luck! Wow, look at how much we have learned so far. In lesson 14, we're going to learn about proper adjectives. See you next time. Bye!